GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and today we're going to be doing a quick save review on Samsara. Now, Samsara is a game that has been out, I would say, a little under a year on other consoles. It looks like it's on Steam, Xbox One, PS4, but it just recently, just this past week, came out on the Switch finally. And I gotta say, this game, though the title screen at the moment isn't much to look at, is a lot of fun. It's a $10 game on the eShop, and it's, in my opinion, worth checking out if you like puzzle games. I feel like I say that a lot on this show. I have to kind of, quantify that for everybody, because I know not everybody is a puzzle game fan. I actually have a friend who absolutely loathes puzzle games, besides like Portal, that kind of thing. So I always feel like I have to, qualify, hey, if you like puzzle games, this is something you're going to like. So, you play as this little character in the red coat here. We're actually going to go back to World 1. I've played through 1, 2, 3. I've played through 3 of the worlds, about to start 4, and I'm having a good time with it. The game has a very simple puzzle mechanic, and we'll just start level 2 here, just to give you an idea of what you can expect. So, I'm not sure why, but the story of this is sort of, I guess the character has been thrown into this weird reflective world that they're trying to escape out of because they were following a squirrel one day. I'm not really sure. It seems as simple as that. But the whole premise of this game is that you are building blocks to get the character to safety, or to the end there. Now, what's cool is that you can place blocks anywhere you want here for the character to run on. And then you hit the button, and then the character automatically runs through what you put in. So, it's got sort of like almost like a activated lemmings type of feel to it, right? However, you'll see that because the pathway didn't lead to the exit there, that, she or he just fell right into the reflection or the water, whatever that is. I thought it was water at first, but it's actually a reflection of the world. So, we obviously got to figure out a different way here. Now, what's cool is that if you actually place blocks down here in the bottom area, it reflects up top, but it does not reflect from top to bottom. So that's where the puzzle stuff comes in. So, for example, the solution for this one is to get this piece, these stairs here, to work so they can reach them. Obviously, if we reflect it like that, that's one way to do it. But there's different ways to do it as well. I mean, you could honestly put this block here, not reflected, and put this block on top of it, reflected, and it would still work for that character. And they'll run through this faded thing here. And that's where sort of the genius of this game kind of takes over, I would say. What ends up happening is you're going to get into situations where you need to bounce back and forth between the normal and the reflected to get the character there. And things get a little bit more complicated because you end up having to work with another character to get them both to the exit. Here, let's jump into a level in the middle of World 2 here. And so you can see here it gets a little more complicated. We're starting to add portals into the mix here. So this one, like I said, I've played through these levels already. These are going to look like really simple solutions here because I've played it already. One other thing to keep in mind too is that if you put this on the reflected side and there's blocks in the way, it will not let you place it there. So you actually want to place it higher up, then it'll drop down. Now, because we don't need a piece, one of these pieces to actually lead into the portal on the bottom part, we do need the stairs there, don't we? So how do we work that? Let's find out, shall we? Look at this, it's a trick. You can actually turn it vertically, and the stairs still work. Give you guys that as a pro tip for when you go to play this. Here you go, right through the portal to the exit. Not too shabby. So, I'm a big fan of puzzly games like this. I find them to be very fun and somewhat, in a weird way, relaxing and brain draining. Years ago, they were releasing the Box Boy series on 3DS, and I would use those games every time there was one that came out during the year. I would use those games as sort of a game to tire my brain out before bed, and I would sleep pretty good because you're trying to figure out puzzles and get to the end. Basically what I would do, and I did the same thing with this game this week, and it had a great feeling where You play the game up until you find a puzzle that you can't solve that night, and then you put it down and go to bed because you're like, I'm tired, I'll deal with this later. And then, you know, the next night, your brain is somewhat fresh before you go to bed, and you're like, oh yeah, I could do this one, and your brain's been sort of percolating on that puzzle all day. It's a good feeling. I really like it. Let's jump into a level here in part 3, and then we'll jump into World 4, and we'll see what's going on there. Because I don't think that we've done anything in World 4 yet at all. So, let's see. What do we got to do here? Okay, I remember this one being pretty interesting. So, you'll actually see in the middle of the screen that there's these vines, right? Right next to the shadow character. The shadow character gets introduced, so now we got to get them both to the exit. And if you feel like you're missing out on story, you're not. There's no explanation whatsoever, which is kind of interesting. But it's obvious here what we got to do is we got to get this character across to their portal and the shadow character in the other world to theirs. So we need to figure out what we're going to do here to get them over there. Now, let's see if we pop that one back. So if we put this one here, that's not really going to help, is it? We got to put them like right here. See, on the top it dropped down, so that's going to help. Now, the character on the bottom doesn't need any more help to get up to the portal. With that setup, they'll get there. So now we got to help this character up. And you'll see the shadow character here when they go to run up the stairs. Look at that. See the vines that show up? Now, the shadow character has to run through certain areas to create vines that will that they can later use, because there's going to be levels that I've done already where you have to take the shadow character, run them through the vines appear, and they bounce off of a wall, come back up those vines. So I could definitely see, the further this game goes, how complicated and crazy it might get. So let's start the first level of World 4 here, so I can give you guys a taste of something I haven't even done, and some actual puzzle solving. Like I said, all those levels I've already done, you know, I know how to finish them. So here we go. We got 3 pieces. We got a block and 2 sets of stairs. So I feel like this will be relatively easy, actually. So we need that one to be flipped, I think. Wait, let's grab the other piece. So here's some stairs here. Now that's where the stairs need to be for the shadow person, but if the stairs are there for that person, then they won't really get through. So, I'm thinking what we want to do is maybe this kind of thing? No, because that won't work either. Alright, that will work though if we do that. So let's put the block there. Let's grab this one. No, that won't work either. That'll work for that character, but not for the other. See, the conundrum. This is how it gets difficult here. Alright, we know we gotta put the little blocks somewhere. The real question is, does the other side need it? I don't think they do. Okay, we drop it there. That's good. Now both of them need stairs. I think this might do it. No, because that needs to be pushed over more. Okay, but we don't need this block there anymore, so we can actually grab this and put it there. There we go. We solved it. Look at this. They both make it. Everyone's happy. So, my biggest pet peeve with this game is the fact that every time you finish a puzzle, it kicks you back out to the level selection screen instead of just taking you to the next puzzle. Like, if we learned anything from, you know, casual games and mobile games over the years, is that just putting you into the next level immediately after you finish one is the best way to get someone to keep playing through your game. Because if you spit them out to the level select screen like this, it gives me a chance to be like, oh, okay, I think I'm done for now. But if you entice me and you put me on the next level immediately, I'm ready to go. Alright, this looks pretty wild. So, excuse me, I wonder what's going to happen here. So I guess we gotta do... We need a block here, so that way the shadow character can get across to that portal. But we need one also here because our red character is going to go through the portal and need to bounce back through the portal again to get back to their exit. So I think this is going to go here, and it's going to drop into where it needs to go. There we go. Worked out. Now, you see those vines that were there before? They disappeared. Now, again, the shadow character brings those vines back, where the normal character in the red coat makes the vines disappear. Again, things to know as you go forward. Like I said, I feel as though by the time you get to World 5 and 6, you're going to be sending a character through a portal that sends them to the other side, you know, bounces the characters back and forth, and they're going to have to, like, grow, the one character has to grow vines for the other character to use, and the other character will have to make way for the other, you know. I feel like it's one of those things where it's going to get complicated like that. And I'm actually a little excited for that, because I love, you know, crazy puzzles like that. Alright, this one seems pretty interesting. So the shadow character needs to get up behind itself there to get here. And that character just needs to go straight across. I mean, I could do this. That won't work for you. So the shadow character needs this here. Because the shadow character will go by, grow those vines, run back, and then climb up the vines. So... that one will not be able to balance there, I don't think. So this one... nope, that's not going to work there either. That's got to go there. Okay, that matches up. Because once this character's done with those vines, they'll go up to that portal. This character will go down the stairs to that vine set. But we need to flip this one over like this. Right? So that way they aren't getting... it's either that or this for blocking, I guess. Those steps are just way too high. That is not going to work. Okay, I think I see what's got to happen here. Alright, this gets flipped over here. And then this gets put here. So there you go. So essentially with this game, and why I like it, why I think it's very clever, is that you're essentially building two puzzles at once. And your brain is like really trying to figure these out. And I really like those kind of brain teasing puzzles when it comes to video games. Let's play through one more here. See what we can do here. See if we can get through. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, we got... wow, this one looks very complicated. Okay, so the shadow character is going to run... let's just run through this real quick so I can see what they do. Grows that and grows that. Okay, and then they get stuck. Alright, so... it's obvious that this character needs a block here. Oh, nope, that's not going to work. Go back. We got dropped from high enough it doesn't mess with the other character at all. Okay, so that character gets stuck, so we need to put stairs here, and then they'll run back up over there. That can't go there. So this needs to go about here, it would seem. I think. Find out in a sec. Okay. So these stairs definitely need to go here. And this definitely needs to reflect here. Oh, and that's the other thing too. I may not have mentioned it while I was playing though, but if you put a piece in here that topples over, it won't let you put it there. So, like this piece here, just like we did. If it sits there, topples over, it'll just respawn back to where it was. So, if we put that there, that tall one will kind of lean against the wall. Put that one there. We need to flip this one. Actually, we need those to switch, don't we? That's okay. Okay, we put that there. Am I thinking this correctly? Am I thinking this through correctly? I could have swore this was flat. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, right, and then we were gonna do this here. So that will work. But actually it won't. Alright, this is what we got going. I think with this setup we can do this. Alright, let's give it a shot. See what happens. One through. Two through. Look at that! We did it! But yeah, there you go, guys. That's Samsara. Like I said, I'm actually really enjoying this game. I'm averaging about a world a night. This is world 4. Let's see how many we got. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it looks like there's 12 worlds plus some kind of boss or something at the end here. So it seems like there's actually quite a bit of game here for what you're getting. Like I said, it's $10 on the eShop. I think it's a game that's really worth checking out. I think it's very cool. And again, if you're into puzzle games, I think you'll really enjoy it too. But there you go, everybody. GG. I'll see you all next time.
GRC.